Hello everyone, my name is Tasneem Safdari. I am a student of IIPS DAVV, Indore. In today's video, I'll be explaining the assignment which was given by Dr. Shaligram Prajapat. The assignment contained various questions. In the particular video, I'll be explaining only the question number 1, and the rest of the questions in different parts will be explained in different videos, which you can look up to the channel for their explanation. So let's start with question number 1 in today's video. So the question number 1 is, explain the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning. Provide examples of algorithm for each type of learning and discuss scenarios where each would be appropriately used. So supervised learning. Supervised learning is a type of machine learning where model is trained using labeled data, that is input data paired with correct output. So it is a type of machine learning where model is trained using a labeled data, that is input data is paired correctly with the output data. The goal is for the model to learn a mapping from inputs X to outputs Y. What is the key idea of this learning? The algorithm knows the correct answer before training. So it is paired, input is paired with its correct output. So algorithm knows the correct answer during training. Then second, it tries to minimize the error between prediction and actual labels. So it is trying to minimize the errors. Now example of supervised learning algorithm. First is regression algorithms. So regression also contains various types, that is linear regression, polynomial regression, ridge or lasso regression. Then second type is classification algorithms. So it also has various types, that is logistic regression, support vector machines, that are SVM, decision trees, random forest, k nearest neighbors, that are KNN, gradient boosting machines, k boost light GBM. When to use supervised learning? So use it when you have labeled data. What is labeled data? Where input is correctly matched with its corresponding output, and the goal is to predict an output, that is class label or numeric values. What are its example? Predicting house prices, which is a regression. Email spam detection, which is a classification from various emails that which is a spam. Diagnostics disease based on patient's data. So we have a various data and we are classifying a particular disease. It is a part of classification. Predicting stock prices, that is also regression. So this is a examples of supervised learning. Now what is unsupervised learning? Unsupervised learning uses unlabeled data. Only input features X with no corresponding output label. So we have unlabeled data. We have input feature X which has no corresponding output labels. The model tries to find pattern, structure or relationship on its own. So what is the key idea? The algorithm does not know the correct output. In the previous one it knew the output, but in this it does not know the output. It discovers hidden patterns in the data. So it has to classify patterns, structure or relationship on its own. What are example of unsupervised learning algorithms? So clustering. Clustering has k-mean clustering, hierarchical clustering, DB scan. So these are the types of clustering. Then second is dimensionality reduction, which is principal component analysis, PCA, TSNE, autoencoders. Then third is association rule learning. In the type are apropy, FP growth. When to use unsupervised learning? You do not use it when you do not have labeled data. Like you do not know the output, what will be the output. of a particular input, and you need to explore or understand the structure of data. For example, for finding patterns, we use it. Examples are customer segmentation for markets. How are customers segmented in different markets? It's a part of clustering. Grouping similar products, it is also a clustering part. Anomaly detection, what are these? Like fraud detection. So we do not know the output, but we are trying to classify it. Means we are trying to find the patterns from it. So it is fraud detection. Example, reducing high dimensional data for visualization, PCA, TSNE. So these are the example. Now comparison summary, when to use what. So input data. So in supervised learning it is labeled X with Y, but in unsupervised learning it is unlabeled. Goal, predict known outputs and discover hidden patterns in unsupervised learning. Now what are the examples? In supervised learning it is SVM, logistic regression, random forest, and in unsupervised learning K-mean, PCA, a priori. Output of supervised learning is classification or regression. We are classifying like emails, which is a spam. So we have a lot of emails, and from it we are classifying the spam emails. And unsupervised learning, clusters, associations, hidden structures. Now use cases. Email spam detection, medical diagnosis is a supervised learning. And unsupervised learning, customer segmentation, anomaly detection. So it is basically it is telling when to use what, appropriately use. So these are all discussed above. So it was in a tabular form for a summary what we have discussed above. So basically supervised learning is labeled, means input is labeled correctly with its output, and unsupervised learning is unlabeled, means if X we do not have any output Y with it. So these are differences between supervised learning and unsupervised learning, and when to use what. So this was basically the part of question 1. We have tried covering all the parts which were there in the question number 1 with different examples and a summary table. So this was end of question number 1. The rest questions will be discussed in different parts of the video. Thank you.